developer, so that the developer can develop a nice app. Okay. Usually what happens is developers are people who are very much technical in their approach. Right? They understand technology, they understand technical things, they understand logics. But customer is a person who talks in the functional side, right? So he does not know how a developer, what will a developer understand or not. So functional consultant basically acts as a bridge between the developer and the client, right? So functional consultant role is also, pretty important role, and it's a client facing role, and it also has, good growth and opportunities for the career growth and all that. Now this developer and functional consultant are the roles which have good demand in market. I'm not saying that end user, anyhow we're not talking about end users, but I'm not saying that administrator does not have demand and all. But if you're talking about making a career into Salesforce long run, either you should be targeting functional consultant or developer. If you know programming, if you want to get into programming, if you want to get into a technical side, if you have done some programming language somewhere, sometime in your life, any programming, you can definitely go for developer role. If you are completely out of programming, you do not want to do any kind of programming ever in your life, or you are completely from a non-programming background, someone who is not from a science background also, let's say someone who is from a BCom background and all, and but still you want to make a career, functional consultant is very good for you, right? So these are two options, and both of them are really good in India and in a few other countries also, right? Now I am sure a few of you might have a few questions on this section, so please let me know if you have any questions on the roles. Seems there are no questions at this point of time, so let me go to the certification section. Okay, yeah, please.
Hi, this is Santosh. I have a question. I was told that either we can go as a functional consultant or developer. So to become a functional consultant, we should know programming also, right?
No. You can become functional consultant with or without programming. So functional consultant basically is a person who would not sit and do the coding and all. He needs to understand the overview of development. On mute, please. Yeah, he needs to understand the overview of development, how the development happens and all. He needs to understand what are the limitations of the development, but he does not need to understand, do the programming himself. So if he understands the basic overview of development, not programming, he can still be a functional consultant. So for a functional consultant, programming side is not that required. To become a developer, programming is required. When I say programming is required, you don't have to know the programming language, in advance, but at least you should be willing to learn programming and do programming. As a developer, you will have to do that a lot. But I think any other questions from anyone else on this role side? In case we do not have any question at this point of time, it's absolutely fine. I will again come to the question section after I talk about the certification and the training program. I will just come back to this thing, and you can have your questions prepared by then. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is the certification. So there are, as I said, there are these 3 roles. So there are 2 certifications for each role. For admin, there are 2 certifications, 201 and 401. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, so for admin there are 2 certifications, one is 201, one is 401. For development there are 2 certifications, sorry, not 201, 401, sorry, 201 and 301. For development there are 2 certifications, 401 and 501. So 401 is basic development and 501 is the advanced development. And for consultant also there are 2 certifications. One is Sales Cloud Consultant, one is Service Cloud Consultant. So there is no 401, 501 kind of thing here. right? So what that thing?
Jeet, I have a question.
Yeah, Dinesh.
So if you are looking at if you are willing to do the certification, will you help us?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is what I'm actually going to cover in the training program thing. Okay.
And Jeet, one more question, what are the cost of the certifications?
It's a $200 per certification.
I mean,
so don't get
both admin, development, and consultants.
Yeah, for just 501 is $400. Rest all certification are $200.
Okay.
Okay, and a small thing about this certification thing, you don't have to do all the certification. The most common one is 401. So this is one thing that you would need to do, and this is a very simple certification. I mean, no matter which role you are looking for, 401 will help you in all the certification, because no one can do multiple certifications because of the high cost and all. So one certification you can do 401, and in case you want to do a 501, first of all you'll have to be certified 401. If you want to do 301, you have to be 201 certified. If you want to do any of these two consultant, you firstly have to have 201. So that is the structure that they have. Okay, so now talking about the training program. So what kind of a training program are we going to do? First thing, we are not going to do what do you call it, a basic kind of a theory kind of a training program, which I do not do. Might complete, I mean, people who had a good discussion with me prior to this, they might be aware of this, that I have been working on it for almost 7 years. Okay. Now the good thing that I have is, I started with Salesforce has been in existence for last 10 years, and I have been working on Salesforce for almost 7 years. So what happened is, the moment I started working on Salesforce, at that time Salesforce was not that big name and all, right? I started working for a client who wanted this kind of a solution, small. So Salesforce was also a very small name at that point of time. Now my learning, I never went to a training institute and learned it the way you guys are learning it, because now this is a big name now. So at that time SAP used to be a big name. I learned Salesforce by doing everything, by talking to the Salesforce team, by talking to their customer care and all that, and doing it. So they kept on coming with their development things and all those things, and I've learned it gradually. So my complete learning is practical. That is one thing. So for training that we are going to do, that is also going to be completely practical. Now there is one small thing, or a small thought process that goes in, that we want a practical training. Everyone, practical training is something that we all need, but we have to understand what a practical training means. Okay, practical training definitely requires a person who is experienced, who has practical exposure. That's very much required. But what is more required in a practical training is the kind of effort that you have to put into that. Because practical training, I mean, there is a trainer who is practically experienced and all those things, he's talking, does not make a difference, right? Most of the times, you guys, when I say you guys, I do not mean you, I mean the students or the attendees. They make the training theoretical, because after attending the session, they never go back and practice, right? So we are so busy in our lives that we start feeling that, oh, if I have attended the session, next day I am supposed to become an expert in the Salesforce or whatever subject. But that is not going to happen here. We have to work on things. It is very simple to learn. It's very interesting technology. One of the most technology which is most in demand, and the kind of interfaces that they have, the kind of development abilities that they have allowed are very simple, and it's very interesting. The only point is that we have to spend a bit of time. So my practical training is, I will be talking about practical scenarios. You will have to work on those scenarios. So it's not just the training sessions that we are going to do.